Bitch.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha. Nice to meet you all. Get in here because we've got quite a bit to get on into. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the K-pop group Blackpink. Now, I am familiar with Blackpink. I used to love K-pop a lot more, I would say. Not there was no reason why I stopped loving it, but I think I was definitely like a huge fan back in 2017, 2018, and of course since that time there's been plenty of other acts and other bands who are doing their thing, so big up them. But yes, Blackpink is under some heat right now, under some fire right now, because resurfaced clips of them. I think it was like during the auditioning training days, basically earlier on in their career, has resurfaced of them saying the N-word, and it has allegedly been leaked by a former YG employee. So we're gonna go ahead and get on into that story. I'm not sure if we've spoken about K-pop on the channel before. We may have. My memory is absolutely so shite, guys. If I'm being honest with you guys, yeah, I started to realize that my memory is fizzling out a year ago. Like, I just can't remember certain things, babes. I can't even remember what I have for breakfast, truthfully. Do you know what I mean? And it's not like I have selective memory. I mean, that's partly true. But it's like, bro, even if I really try to cram and just like think, it's not coming to me. So yeah, guys, this story right here is a bit of a mad one. Everyone on Twitter is talking about it right now. I know you guys call it X, but babes, no thank you. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, join the channel. We'd love to have you here. Also, whilst you're at it, if you feel like, you know what, bitch, you're in a good mood and you feel like being nice to a stranger, aka me, go ahead and follow me over on my Instagram. It's Keisha_. I literally reply to my DMs. I love to connect with you guys. I love showing support back to those who take time out of their day to like support me, engage with my content. And yeah, I've been trying to, like, you know, do my big one on Instagram, but I also get in my head and discouraged sometimes, especially lately. But yes, we are on the road to 40,000 followers over on my Instagram, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway once we do hit the 40,000 followers. So yes, you're watching right now, I double dare you, follow me. Is the challenge accepted or not? It's so crazy that I'm in this mood and headspace, because anyone who like knows me, bitch, I've been going for it. Also, I turned to the side real quickly and I realized that, bitch, there's a lot happening. First and foremost, bitch, I'm breaking out. If you can see it, mind your business, and you're looking too closely, scoot over there. Yeah, I'm rocking this like mullet afro thing. I saw a photo of Tyler and she looked absolutely stunning at this award show, and I was like, you know what, bitch, ow, I cracked my bone. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking like, I want to recreate that. So she had like twists on the sides, like a little mullet action. Bitch, I feel like I look so schmexy. I don't know. If it seems like I'm high on something, that would not be true actually. I was gonna make a joke, but anyways, let's get started. Blackpink faces the heat as clips of them saying the N-word, racial slur, gets leaked by former YG employee. K-pop band Blackpink. I was gonna make a joke, but it's too soon, too early, isn't it? What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh, it's 9 AM. Clock in. K-pop band Blackpink faces backlash for pre-debut clips showing members saying the N-word. YG leaker threatens to reveal confidential information about several top K-pop agencies, fueling controversy. Reactions have been mixed, with some defending the members' cultural ignorance, while others criticize the exploitation. Now, let's just be very frank and very clear. I don't care what nobody gotta say. I do believe like a lot of people have said the N-word at this point. I'm gonna be so real. How many times have we literally spoken about this person exposed for saying the N-word, this person having racial slurs, this person hating black people? Like, this is a common thing, and it doesn't make it right. But let's just be very clear here. We're not gonna sit in here and pretend that maybe some of our so-called faves have not done that too. Or your Bessie and a Tessie beep beep lives at the tip of people's tongues. I've been saying this for years. Whether it's content creators, whether it's people that you know, whether you're still friends with them or not, let's be so clear, people be doing it. You know, and sometimes there's black people who are like, you know what, who give them the pass. I'm just not here for that whatsoever. Giving someone the pass is absolutely insane work. Rosie, Jenny and Lisa mumbling the slur while performing a song during their auditions spread like wildfire on X, triggering uproar. During the past weekend, the Korean pop music industry seemingly found itself embroidered in a major controversy after an individual, allegedly a former employee of YG Entertainment, came forward with threats to disclose confidential details pertaining to several top-tier agencies. Now listen, I'm gonna be so real with you. I will most definitely be seated. I live for drama when I'm not involved. not that someone saying the N-word or anything like that is necessarily drama, but I'm talking more so about like, oh my god, this is gonna get leaked, or this person, like I'm a nosy ass bitch, and there's nothing that I've been shy about expressing on my channel ever. So when we go ahead and talk about, oh my god, this former YG member is going to go ahead and expose things, I'm like, I need to know why. Did you not get paid enough shit coins? I need to know what is the motive or intention here. And also, do you not realize that once people find out more information about you, it is over. Like, nobody's gonna want to work with you. So I'm even more intrigued in that sense, you know. And that's me putting the racism to the side for just one little minute. Yeah, I'm like, you trying to, like, obviously we don't know who you are, your name, none of that, we don't know your identity, but you trying to go on record and say, I'm gonna go ahead and release this, I have this, I have that. I'm like, bitch, okay, release it then. We don't need the disclaimers, we don't need the heads up guys, bitch, release it. We ain't got nothing better to do. And even if it comes out to be a lie, then bitch, you look stupid in the end. But hello, we are bored as hell, and in the house bored. Do you remember when that was a thing, like back in lockdown? Now, when it comes down to racism and everything, I do think there's so much ignorance in K-pop. There's so much ignorance in K-pop. There's so much ignorance in Korea. I don't know whether things are changing and adjusting for the better. I can only hope and pray. But I do think that when I was like heavily into K-pop again back in 2017, 2018, I was infatuated with the culture. I was intrigued on the language. Not that I necessarily could have spent time learning Korean. I think it's a hard language, but there's so much beauty in it and so much beauty in the culture, and I don't know whether the same thing can be said for them onto us, and that's absolutely no shade. If the shoe fits, bitch, tie it up and let me know what size you wear. Do you know what I mean? If the shoe fits and the shoe fits, I don't think everyone's goddamn ignorant. That's not fair to say. That is not a fair assumption, but I do think for the longest time now, it's been a thing of like, we like this and that from the culture, but we don't want it all. We don't want you, but we want to like implement certain things and take because we find those things cool. We find it looks cool to have cane rolls, oh, it looks cool to have an afro, but we don't want you, the actual black person, to have that. Again, if the shoe fits, bitch, bucket it up. I'm talking to you. But if it doesn't fit and doesn't apply, then keep it pushing. Like, it is what it is. Not everybody can relate to that statement, and I'm actually quite thankful for that. Okay, there are a lot of small-minded, ignorant people in every culture, let's be completely honest, but I do think, since we're talking about K-pop here, I do think a lot of work needs to be done. There's plenty of issues in K-pop in general. Like, I'm noticing that there's a lot of K-pop idols, I mean, even the term idol, not necessarily a fan of, but yeah, even like a lot of K-pop idols, a lot of them are very, very, very skinny. They're skinny, and then there's alarming skinny. I do think this constant need to have pale white skin is absolutely mad. Is a mad one, especially if someone maybe has a little bit more of an olive skin tone, you know. Like, I do think there's so much changes that need to be made in K-pop, and that hasn't been tackled or necessarily addressed. There's still a lot of K-pop artists going missing, committing suicide, and it's just like, there's so much that really is scary about that, which we see the headlines and we're all like taken aback. We may have known these people, may have not known these people, but we're still taken aback. But it's like, is anything really going to change here? Because I do think there's a lot of strange things happening. Whilst I think the machine is huge in K-pop, you know, and I think that when it comes to Korean culture and a lot of the movies and films they've released and shows, I'm like really into a lot of them. But I do also think that like there is a lot of this backward mentality which needs to change. Yeah, I mean, like, racism is something that isn't necessarily shocking me when it comes to a lot of these girls, you know, saying it or rapping it. Is it really cringe? Do I get like secondhand embarrassment? Absolutely. You know, even if I wasn't a black person, I'd be like, ooh, girl, nah. Now, do I think that it was probably the agency, you know, forcing them to do this? Sure. You know what? I'm not going to put the full blame on the label. I don't think they necessarily forced them to do this, because there are 4 members in Blackpink. One of them didn't do that. One of them chose a completely different song that did not require the N-word or was not seen as racially insensitive. I mean, at the end of the day, Rosie was born in New Zealand, Lisa was born in Thailand, the other 2 members were born in South Korea, but still, like, I do think that you are aware of the word, the term, and have at least at some degree understood. Maybe for these people, maybe it came later where they did the educating, maybe it never came. I guess we'll never know, in the words of Kanye. Do I think they should have known better? I do believe they might have been around like 15, 16 at the time. If I'm being real with you, I knew better as a black girl. I wasn't just out here saying the N-word, even though I heard it in songs. And it wasn't necessarily because people around me were saying, oh my God, don't do that, don't do that. It was just a thing where it's like, I guess due to entertainment and being tapped into certain conversations. Actually, no, I take that back. There was a few people telling me like about the importance of that word and like how it can be quite degrading. I know that black people themselves use it not necessarily in a degrading way, more in an uplifting way, and they've tried to change the definition of it. But it's still like a very harsh word. Like, let's just all agree on that. It's quite a harsh word. It is common in some people's vocabulary. It's even weirder when it's not a black person. That's just a fact. But this doesn't surprise me in the slightest bit. It's just really cringy, if I'm being real. In their introductory message, they reveal a strong motive for their actions. Ooh, okay, what did they say? Stating, I am doing all of this because I was terminated. Ooh, they let you go. Bitch, why did they let you go? Ooh. I hold immense resentment towards the entire company. Bitch, I'm sorry, I'm seated. Like, I don't know about you, bitch. I ain't got... I'm busy, but how busy am I? You know, I can make time to sit back and see what's tea. Okay, I was terminated. I hold immense resentment towards the entire company. The workplace is plagued with harassment, discrimination based on race and gender bias. Now, I'm going to be so real with you guys. I believe it. I believe it. If I felt like things were changing and pivoting in a great direction, then sure, you know, I think a lot of us would be like, you know what, but they've changed, they've worked on it, you know, because we should allow people to grow. But I'm gonna be so real, based on things that I've been seeing, even on Twitter as well, I'm just like, okay, but you guys haven't really attended to the issue. You guys have probably tried to camouflage it a little bit more with the more mainstream you get, and that's talking about K-pop as a whole, right? But bloody hell blimey, bitch, I'm just like, yes, I do feel this. I do feel like women get treated completely different from men, but also, is that new? I also want to go back to a point that I mentioned earlier about how these girls were probably like, what, 15, 16 at the time? I knew better at 15, 16, and I would like to think that the next person does as well. I just think that there's so much work that needs to go on with educating people, and you either want to do it or you don't, and I think a lot of people just don't want to, and a lot of people love to remain ignorant. I do hope that these ladies have grown from it and don't just come out making an apology because it's resurfaced and because they're getting called out and they're getting DMs and comments. It should be a thing where it's like, no, I actually have grown from this, but I don't know. And it's one of those things where it's like, you can put out those statements, but it doesn't mean people are necessarily going to believe it, and people have already made up their minds after seeing these clips. So that's something they also have to comprehend. They're a lot more older now, they're in their 20s, and they all have like flourishing careers to my knowledge anyways, and that could be another factor. Maybe just me, I don't know these women from anywhere. And neither do you, let's be real. I think it's also why it's good to not, you can love someone and love their music, there's nothing wrong with that, and be a huge fan of them, but I think it's great to not obsess with someone because they're gonna let you down. It isn't just in K-pop where people are moving mad and saying the N-word. There's plenty of like pop stars, influencers who do this, and it's like, is it by force say the N-word? Like, out of any word in the dictionary, yeah, why does it live at the tip of your tongue? Like, I just don't quite understand it to me, yeah? Like, as a black woman, it's never gonna make sense to me. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, sigh, bitch, here we go again. This statement set the tone for the chat room's discussion, fueling curiosity and apprehension among onlookers. The self-proclaimed YG leaker further asserted possession of extensive amounts of data. You're in trouble. Like, whoever you are, like, yeah, you're coming out to say this and you're hurt, you know, they let you go. Maybe like your Shacoin ain't Shacoining anymore and you've got a family to provide for. We don't know you, we don't know your age, we don't know anything here, right? I'm just assuming. You know, you know, the money ain't money anymore for you, and they've put you on hold. Maybe you did something. Maybe you did something. Maybe you're the guilty, like, sure, this is all wrong. This is all wrong what Blackpink have done. This is all wrong, you know, the things that happen in K-pop. I think two things could be happening here. You could be hurt because they let you go. Maybe they clocked what you were up to and you were moving crazy, right? I think in that same breath, because you are hurt and because you feel like, you know what, I need to seek revenge, you feel like you have to do this. But like, YG are probably going to find out who it is eventually. Like, someone's going to be able to put a name to this username, right? And when I mean name, I mean a government name. The Guffy, okay? So, bitch, go crazy, go stupid, but for how long? Do you know what I mean? Asserted possession of extensive amounts of data, allegedly amounted to multiple terabytes. Bitch, I'm like, terabytes? Which they claim could substantiate serious accusations directed at a prominent entertainment agency. Besides specifically targeting YG Entertainment, the individual expanded their allegations to implicate the other leading industry names, including SM Entertainment, HYBE Labels, Cube Entertainment, RBW and its affiliated entities, Blockberry Creatives, JYP Entertainment, WM Entertainment, and Starship. Starships were meant to... Sorry, I'm childish. Earlier, the leaker who goes by the name, okay, Gurumi, I don't think that's his actual government name, because how are you going to be doing this and moving mad and use your government name? So that's probably just a code name, yeah? Gurumi grabbed attention by leaking photos of a romantic date between Jennie and BTSV. Despite the gravity of these claims, skepticism within the expansive K-pop fandom remains prevalent. The leaked clips sparked a discussion on cultural insensitivity shown by K-pop idols and how Korean entertainment companies exploit black people, check it, clock it, in other people of color by stealing artistic influences without acknowledging them, and that's a fact. You see it with all these big artists. You see their audition tapes. You see how they were dressing, how they were looking. I mean, no shade or anything, but was it not Rap Monster who had the afro for a second? Yeah? And I'm like, bitch, that didn't come from your scalp. Where is that from? You know, like, I have questions for you. In the words of Camilla, I mean, it probably isn't the right time to be using Camilla as an example, is it? Bloody hell, blimey. Why is it so common, though? Why does everybody want to say the N-word? Because when it's like when you say it, then what? Does it increase your lifespan? Do you eventually win the lottery? Like, no, none of these, it's a word, but why are you obsessed with that word in particular? This is why I can never be a K-pop girly. They all hate black people so much, yet they are so inspired by our culture. Do you know what the crazy thing is, yeah? I don't know whether it's necessarily hate. Because I don't necessarily think if somebody's saying the N-word, it means that they hate black people or the culture. No, I think they just think that, oh my God, this is such a cool term that low-key we know we shouldn't be saying, but like, let's do it anyways because nothing's gonna happen to us. I think it comes from a place of that. I don't think necessarily, I think for some people it's like genuinely hate. And I think for a lot of people behind these entertainment and behind the music business, I think a lot of them genuinely do steal from so many black people, whether it's stealing from Kanye. I remember BTS interview when I was, again, really obsessed with them. I remember a lot of them like saying that like a lot of their earlier stuff was like, a lot of them grew up listening to like the ASAP Rockies, the Kanye West, like the Jay-Z's. Like, a lot of people would tap from the hip-hop culture, or if it was the women as well, they would tap from the hip-hop culture too, but they would look at the aesthetics of things that looked cool, that they knew that like, hey, this isn't really normal or common for us. We see black people do it, so let's just do it ourselves. But they're not actually turning on their brain to realize, there's probably a reason why your race is not doing these things, you know? They still do it anyways, and there's plenty of proof of that. But I do think that they were of an age where they should have known better, and they should have, you know, definitely kept their ears to the streets and just educate themselves. I think because there really is no excuse whatsoever. Like, yeah, 15, 16 is young. Let's not deny that. It is a young age. But I do think at 15, 16, I wasn't that ignorant to a lot of things. Like, am I going to go out here moving mad and appropriating this culture or this religion or anything that could be seen as personalized to one person or a group of people? No, I ain't got time for that. And quite frankly, bitch, life's too short to be pissing people off. Have you guys ever thought about that? So Blackpink is gearing up for their 2025 world tour. I know that they're doing the whole solo Olo thing. Like, they all have their own solo careers. And I think, again, they're flourishing at it. I don't think this is necessarily... Can you shut up, Keisha? Actually, no, can you keep talking, but just like slow it down a bit? That's probably what you guys think when you watch my videos. Like, girl, we love you, but you really speak fast. And it's like, what can I do about it? You guys can change the speed on the video, but I can't do anything about it because that's my normal, like, pace. Does that make sense? Or maybe nobody was thinking that. I don't know. Girl, get your voice back. I'm so crazy. It also seems as though some Blackpink fans are looking to try to get videos taken down. When you look on Twitter, a lot of the videos are gone. I mean, they're still there. It's also still on TikTok as well. But there are people setting out to make it their mission to try to get these videos removed from the internet, to clear their digital footprint. And it's like, girl, no, this happens to everybody else. So why should they be exempt of it? They did this. It's about what they do moving forward. Let me know your thoughts and opinions though. What do you guys think about this leaker? Do you think he's gonna get arrested and bagged up? It's definitely coming from a place of hurt. You know, I don't know what he did. He's not talking about it. Did they just let him go because they found a better suited member to fit the team? Did he do something illegal, crazy? Because we're talking about terabytes. We're talking about computer technology, bitch. I don't trust none of you. Who knows? We will see though as things unfold. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. And I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.
Don't know nigga. Ooh, I fucked up. So sorry. Ooh, I was getting mad. I was getting out of pocket. I don't know.